Alright, let's bind off in backstitch. I this time have my loose stitches held on a latch needle. Could be anything, a knitting needle, a piece of yarn, whatever it will secure them. I'm going to come up through the first stitch. I've still got a yarn tail attached. Oops, let's toss that waste yarn out of the way. Down through the very edge stitch. I should have said through the second stitch. Now up through the third stitch, down through the second stitch, up through the fourth stitch, down through the third, and we go across in this manner. I'm going to start removing that. Each stitch is worked through twice. So I'm coming up through this stitch. Now I'm going down through a stitch that was previously worked up through, and at the same pass up through the following stitch. Called back stitch, of course, because we're continually backing up. Let's see, I'm ready for that. Although this does make a neat edge, I will say that I don't personally find it as attractive or as easy to control as I do chain stitching. But tastes are personal. You may find this is your favorite. It's certainly a popular and time-honored stitch. Here we go, we're almost there. I'm going to go ahead and get that out of the way. Down, up. That's actually my stitch. Down, up, and finish off by going through the last two. There you go. Now, let's have a look at this, because these are skills that have been demonstrated that are all in use in the pattern that we're making together on the Addi Loomers and Knits. In this case, I've used the tuck rib edge on the third and fifth stitch. On this side, just to be quick, I only used it on the third stitch. I really do like it better using it on the third and fifth, but you can get by with just one. I bound off this end with chain stitch, this end with back stitch. Both edges I have crocheted the loops of every other row of stitches together to neaten them up. This should only be necessary on Addi's, and some of you may find that you can make a neater edge than I did and you won't need to do it, but it's something to consider. Here's something else to consider. On this side, I let my tuck rib go the entire length of the pretend scarf. On this side, I stopped it and just had my regular ribbing all the way across the bottom. Either way is acceptable. Depends on the look that you want. I would do the same on both sides, because I think it looks very awkward having one side all the way and the other side stopped and letting the rib continue. But if this rib was in fact continuing the entire span, it would look fine. Or if it was only in the center, it would also look fine. Just something that you get to decide as an Addi knitter, because all of this is accomplished after the work is off of the machine.